Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, World Blitz, and in today's video, I am going to be ranking all of the World of Tanks content creators. All the ones that at least I know of. There are other YouTubers out there like N90 and Juicy Tender Steak, but I don't know much about their content, and I don't watch them all too much. So because of that, I didn't really think it was right to include them on the tier list. That's just kind of how I see it. If I don't know much about the YouTuber, there's not much I can say about them. So in today's video, I'm going to be ranking all the YouTubers that are still posting content and are known by me. Obviously, Pantoof and Happy are no longer really posting content, so I'm not putting them in the tier list either. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So we got Martimator to start off with, and yeah, I'm just not going to rank Martimator. He doesn't deserve to be ranked in this tier list. We're just going to ignore him and continue on. We have Meadsy69, who is a content creator that I have liked for a while. I mean, Meadsy was one of my inspirations when I started and really helped me grow my channel throughout the years, which is obviously not something I can say very lightly. I mean, Meadsy is definitely one of the big reasons why my channel is here, and it's great that he was able to support me and help me out. He also posts a lot of content, which is good, especially some of his old beginner videos are really good. They're detailed, they're helpful for the game and the community. And not only that, but Meadsy always makes sure to get reviews on any new tank that is getting released. We can expect one for the BZ58-2 very soon. So I like that. I think Meadsy's chill. He's a super fun guy to hang around with, and I like that. Unfortunately, I can't ignore the fact that Meadsy's content has definitely degraded a little bit in quality over the years. And it's understandable. He has a family to take care of, and Blitz is on the back burner right now. But obviously, this is a tier list ranking the content that YouTubers promote. And because of that, I am going to have to put Meadsy a little lower than I normally would want to and put him in the decent category. Meadsy's gotten some things wrong here and there when it comes to changes and how the intro clip works on vehicles, and it's alright. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, he still posts a lot of videos, and he still shows replays and things like that, so I can't get too mad. I still think he's a decent content creator, and he has a lot of great content that he's already posted that you can watch, so that's why we're going to put him into the decent category. Scanner Slow's a hard one to really rank. I like Scanner as a person. He's chill, and I've talked to him in the past, and he comments on some of my videos. I mean, yesterday he congratulated me in one of my videos, which is awesome. I like Scanner. He's a really chill dude. But it's hurting me to do this, but I'm going to have to put him in eh. Just in terms of the content he posts, I just feel like it doesn't really do much for getting better at the game. It's more just content you have a bag of popcorn you eat, and you're kind of like, oh, well, that's what happens when 7 versus 7 tanks fight each other. I don't have a problem with what he posts. I don't think it's bad for the game. I don't think he does anything malicious. I just don't think that the videos help the game either. It's just, he's there, That's what I think about the content. But I like him, and I got no problems with him, and I don't have a problem with the content. I just think, in general, it's just not doing much for the Blitz community in terms of reviews and guides. And that's really what I'm looking for in content creators, is videos helping players get better. Because right now, players are at an all-time low when it comes to the game, which is rather unfortunate. So that's kind of how I see it. Inevitable is an interesting content creator because she started gaining popularity from obviously posting meme content for my content, and that's fine with me because I've always been too preoccupied with other things and posting videos and ideas to make meme videos myself. I just don't have the time to edit them. They take a while, so it's actually kind of nice that somebody else does it for me, essentially, and that's quite good. And in terms of general content, I really hope that Inevitable does sort of make her own way into posting reviews and guides on vehicles, because I feel like she could, and a decent amount of people would like that. I don't have a problem with the videos she posts, but at the same time doesn't really do much in terms of videos that are going to really help too many people. I'll put her in decent. I think that's a fair category. Melon is another content creator that some of you might know, some of you might not. He posts shorts on replays, and it shows like a 60-second clip of a tank dealing 8k damage, shows the shots, and then the results at the end. And I got no problem with that. Melon is a super chill dude. He has donated a lot on streams, and I can't say really anything negative about him. He's super, super chill. So, and he's like freaking ripped. So, we're going to put Trap Melon into the decent category as well. I got no complaints about him. World of Tanks Blitz Joe, he is a meme content creator. We can drag Angel over here as well, because I'm going to put them into the same style of category. Now, the problem with meme content creators is that they don't post anything to help people get better, but they're also not posting anything to make people get worse. That's kind of how I think about meme content creators. They're kind of just in that limbo of, haha, funny, but, you know. I think Angel definitely does a little bit more when it comes to talking about skill and stuff like that, though, because Angel is a pretty good player, and I remember when like skill-based matchmaking came out, he complained a lot about it. He started posting videos on other games, so I actually really appreciate that. I think that's pretty sick. So I'm going to put him in pretty good. Wotb Joe, I think his content's more geared towards a really, really young audience, and that's understandable. But personally, it's not my style, and it's all right. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, and it's between, like, decent and eh. I'll just put it in decent. I mean, it's fine. Joe's a chill guy. He's funny, but as I've said, there's just not much in terms of teaching players to get better. Swatch Man is another interesting one, because he gets a lot of things wrong, in my opinion, and he does have a lot of clickbait. And there's a difference between clickbait and blatant clickbait. You know, a lot of people are always like, oh, you put a black tank in your thumbnail. That's clickbait. No, what's clickbait is saying 0.3% of people have this and then showing the Mark I Heavy, which nobody has because it's been removed from the game, or showing an Object 279E. And I commented this on one of E100's videos the other day, and his reply was, you have to post clickbait to get notoriety as a small content creator, and I don't post misinformation. And I disagree with both of those. If you're a small content creator, you should try to not post clickbait, because that's when you are building your audience, you are building your identity, and you should focus on creating honest, trustworthy guides. I mean, that's what I did when I started. That's what I did on my GTA channel, and that channel's doing pretty well now. If you want to start off on anything in life, you have to be upfront and honest, because when you lie to them when you're starting off, it's going to be really hard to gain their trust later down the line. And when it comes to misinformation, he does get some things wrong here and there. And it's not like opinion wrong, it's just wrong statistically. Like, as I've said in my previous video, he says, of these tanks you should never grind, they're the worst vehicles in the game, and then there's some of the best performing vehicles in the tier. He made a video showcasing like 3 tanks, the Astron, the TL7, and the 55A as the 3 worst tanks to buy. Don't get them. Even though the T55A by many players is considered absolutely incredible right now. And he said the DPM was mid, even though it's incredible. And there's just a lot of things like that where it's these little things where it's just not true, and it may lead people on to the wrong beliefs if they don't know better. And I don't personally love that. I don't have a problem with what he posts, but you can see there are definitely some issues that I have there. I think he's a chill dude, though. I mean, he hasn't really said anything crazy, and he's not, done anything controversial. It's just, when I posted my videos, I wanted people to know that some of the things he's saying aren't true, and you should be very wary. So, where do we want to put Swatch Man? It's tricky. I'm going to put him in F for now. If he stops posting clickbait, and he focuses on just posting videos that are good for the community and, everything like that, I got no problem. And I can easily put him up to decent or even pretty good. His content, editing-wise, is fantastic. And I don't have a problem with the AI voice. A lot of people are like, oh, he's an AI. He's not. I mean, he's still a real human. He has to type out a script and everything. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't love some of the things that he does. And because of that, I can't put him too high. Bushka is one of my favorite personalities when it comes to this game. Absolutely love him because of how funny uplifting he is. And he might not be the best player, but it doesn't really matter. Bushka is great because it's Bushka. He's down under. So I got no problems. I actually don't know if Bushka's Australian. Australian and New Zealand have very similar accents, and I never know. But either way, I really like Bushka. I've always wanted to meet him. I've always wanted to do a stream with him. So I can't really complain about that at all. I think his guides are very good for beginners, and he still posts content every now and then, which is pretty good for the game. I'm going to put him in pretty good. I like Bushka. I just think he's a great player. I mean, occasionally he says some things that are a little sus, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We have that E100 guy, and he posts really good in-depth videos. But at the same time, I think that sometimes he doesn't necessarily get the right points across. Like, he made a video saying, what is the point of light tanks or something like that? And then he broke into, well, mediums are just as fast, and they have more DPM and more armor. Why would I drive a Vickers Light when I can drive a T62A? And he forgot to mention basically throughout the whole video that light tanks have the same camo while driving as they do when sitting still, where mediums don't have that. And when you have better camo than mediums paired with view range, it allows you to outspot them, outmaneuver them. And, you know, for vehicles like the T100LT, you have a mechanic that keeps people spotted for 20 seconds. For the WZ-132-1, you have the ability to know when you're detected and back into cover. These are all huge benefits for lights. Now, some of the mediums have these mechanics as well, like the 121B and Object 907, but it is still very nice, the mobility paired with the flexibility of a light. I mean, if you ask any skilled player, like Flossy and I, on our opinions of light tanks, we're going to tell you immediately that they are possibly the most influential class in the game. And that kind of struck me a little off guard. I don't have a problem with him. I really like the content in general, so it's not really that big of a deal. I'm still going to put him into pretty good. I think his editing is fantastic. That was just one thing that caught me off guard. I saw that yesterday. So, we have his Royal Fatness, and this is no doubt in my mind. His Royal Fatness is basically the best streamer when it comes to this game. If you want to get better at the game, you watch his Royal Fatness. He has basically every tactic in the book. When you watch his stream, he's only going to focus on Blitz. He's only going to focus on the gameplay, and that's good if you want to focus on getting better at the game. That's what's great about Fatness, is he constantly talks about the battles. I call it tryharding, but people think tryharding is a bad term. I don't. I think whenever you make excuses to somebody being a tryhard and you losing to them is basically the equivalence of a skill issue. Because think about it. You're literally complaining that somebody outplayed you. Oh, like that's your fault. Don't get outplayed. So I think Fatness in general is a great player. And as I said, it's almost like he tryhards. Whenever he does a stream, it's 100% effort in the game, which I really like, because it means that whenever you're getting a guide or an opinion from him, it's always 100% on the case for what he's feeling. So I really like that. Fatness is a great content creator, and would highly recommend to check him out if you haven't already. 34 is also going to go into the amazing category. Absolutely enjoy his content. He posts a lot of videos specifically on comp. Not even videos, he just posts stream on comp. But right now there's not enough recognition in comp, especially NA comp, which is what he specializes in. The NA server is definitely lacking a bit in the top 8 contenders, and I wish that the comp scene would become a little bit more robust. So 34 has been posting comp since ever I remember, and that's really good for the game. I really like his content. I like his, everything, so no problems there. Flossy is the last content creator we have, and Flossy is going to make it into the pretty good. I really like Flossy. He's one of my best friends when it comes to the game and real life, and I like his content. I mean, obviously, he's just started posting, and he's going to get used to posting videos and everything like that, and how he's going to present himself. But even just starting, his videos are already great because he's kind of known how to do this, and that's fantastic. I really like Flossy. So, yeah, his content is pretty dang good. I got no problems with it whatsoever. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about today's video. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know. And if I missed somebody that I should have known about, then also let me know. We got one YouTuber left, and we're going to put him in the F category. Oh, yeah. The fantastic category. Ha, 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 ha. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.